Let's get the post-match interview here at North Leigh following today's 3-0 win. Dave, nice to get back to winning ways. I felt the first 30 minutes looked like two teams completely devoid of any belief and any confidence, but once we got it going, I thought the final 15 minutes of the first half was not too bad, and then the second half, shooting down the slope, we really made that count.
Yeah, all I'd say on that is that look, credit to their managers, the way they set it up. They set it up to play very, very well behind the ball, and it's on the break. So, you know, every time we picked it up, we faced, you know, all 11 players, and you're almost trying to pick our way through. Sometimes too slow, and it may get a bit too comfortable for them. We got our joy out wide, Harry in particular. And then, look, it was one of those, because we both spoke at the time, you know, we're down, you know, everybody that comes over knows how big the slope is. We're playing up it, and we just to walk in at 0-0, we never hit the post. They've had a great chance. I mean, they set it up great. They had two great breaks on us. One that's hit the post, and another one that, you know, in the end I think he's hit it wide. But they set up for that, and of course we're always, any team's going to be susceptible to that. If you're not, you know, if we'd got an early one, I think then it's a completely different game. But credit to them, and the keeper makes a great save. And like I say, late on in the half, we started to get amongst them. But I say it was it's always difficult. Conditions were difficult for them, difficult for us. So I come in at half time, and we just spoke positively. It wasn't. We didn't speak about. We didn't pick holes. I don't think there was any holes to pick. We talked about players playing forward a bit quicker, and we changed. We made one positional change, which made a huge difference. And it was a game that I felt that, you know, that we know the position they're in. They've lost a lot of players, and they've got their youth set up here at the moment. And I think there was 11 games beaten to this or something like that on the trot. So, you know, it's easy to come here and go, like, this is just a turn up. We win. We did that against Tammy the other week and come unstuck. So we could have come unstuck, and we got it to half time the right way. Coming out second half, and I think we took the lead quickly, scored another one quickly, and it kind of went the way we was pleased with the way it went. You know, I'm not disappointed with any of it. Yes, it could have been a little bit quicker, but you're faced with that, you know, with that on a pitch that's going to be hard, getting stuck on your feet. So, as I say, I'm pleased where it finished up.
Skip was obviously touching on the performance there, but how important was it just to get a positive result after a couple of disappointing defeats?
Yeah, again, I think it was all about result rather than performance today. They've had a lot of rain here. Had a pitch inspection this morning. It was heavy in places. It's played okay, but yeah, today was 3 points. That was sometimes performances are important, but the run we've been on. I missed last Saturday, but the lads know they've let themselves down with their effort and etc. And they've lost a game that you'd expect to win. But today, yeah, you're playing against a side that was low on confidence as well. I would say, looking at how we played, they played. And it had 0-0 written all over it, really. I mean, this was one of those games. First goal is so key. They had two great opportunities, as Dave just alluded to. We've had a shot from 35 yards. It's arrowed into the bottom corner. You wind up, and all of a sudden, then it looked like we had confidence back, and we played well, really. So, yeah, massive 3 points for us. And of course, then you go into the Bank Holiday Monday game. That's a big game, because all of a sudden, if you get 3 points there as well, you've had a good weekend, and you're suddenly looking above you rather than below you.
It certainly has been a strange stop-start season for us in terms of results, league table. We always seem to have been chasing rather than having the luxury of having points on the board like we did last year. We're still going into the final 8 games, still mathematically in with a shout of getting on the fringes of the playoffs, but it was just vitally important today just to get that victory so that we're not looking over our shoulder going into the final few games.
Yeah, it's a bit of a crazy situation, and we have looked behind us just because of the couple of results. But because of the position we're in, we've got 9 or 10 league games to go. We're going to be playing in 2 weeks' time we go Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So, and a bit like Dunstable went through this week, you know. And so we're not going to, you know, with the greatest will in the world, for us to pull all them wins out of the bag will be nearly impossible. And plus, at the moment, again, we're going through a situation with a lot of injuries again. So the important bit is, from my point of view, and I know yourself, is to be in this league next year. And we spoke the other week about picking up 6 points. That maybe ties it up, and then you can perhaps play with a lot more freedom to the end of the season and not so worry so much. And I don't think there's any worries in that change room. I think they're still talking about they can still get to the playoffs. We're a bit more real and just go, especially every week when I'm trying to see who's available and who's not, and you're a bit more real. Let's just make sure we're in next season, and we'll start again in the summer, and you know, hopefully keep everyone in the squad, hopefully have them all fit, and we can start again. And I'd say to you, then we've got a very, very good squad. But we are just where we are. Right. But still pleased to.
Somebody driving your car, Dave?
Yeah.
I wish Bondi was that quick.
But look, like I say, we'd say if we end up and we can get a result on Monday of some sort, that'd probably make us safe, and then we can play with a bit of freedom. We don't have to then worry about. And some of these lads have got some, quite big injuries, and they're trying to get themselves back. But we can probably be in a position to go, look, we do not need to push you. Take your time. There's no worries. It's kind of one of those. We'll get there eventually. But like I say, important 3 points gives yourself a bit of breathing space going into Monday.
Skip, just finally a word for 17-year-old Harry Dawson. He's probably been unlucky in the last 2 or 3 games not to get the man of the match award, but he's picked it up today with another really good performance down the right flank.
I thought he's played well since he come in. The first game at Leighton was a tough baptism of fire, and he got better and better in that game. And every game I've seen him play, he's not let himself down. And I thought today at times he did a lot of good decision making, keeping it simple. I don't think he gave the ball away much at all. I thought he's done very well today, and we've got a changing room there. They look at players and they know if you're good players or not players. They'll make a judgment quite quickly, and they've taken a shine to him, and they'll praise him. And there's lads in that changing room there that will help him become a better player. I'm glad he got man of the match, because you do look at sometimes and you think to yourself, there's been some great performances, and you wonder how certain players haven't got man of the matches. But today, I think well justified, and would have been a shame if he hadn't been given it. I thought there was 2 or 3 good performances out there today, by the way. So, I mean, there's probably 2 or 3 others that if they'd have got it, you couldn't really argue. But I thought his goal probably gave him the edge. And again, very quickly on the goal, he's followed up on there. He's burst into the box. He had plenty of energy, and sometimes down the years we've lacked that follow up, and a chance goes begging. But I don't know what he's done. 25-yard run into the box on the hope that something comes, and he's fallen to him, and and that sealed the game for us. Because at 2-1, you're always thinking if they get one, we could be on the scenario of a 10-minute barrage of a game that we should have put to bed, being on the end of a potential draw. But no, fair play to Harry. He's done well. Good lad as well.
Congratulations, gents. Enjoy your Saturday night, and we will see you at home on Bank Holiday Monday.
See you Monday.
Thank you.